Nowadays, I think the police, they have to be involved 100% in the
sure.
community, to be able to build that trust.
Not only like the authority, right? Like
because a lot of these trouble areas, the only time they see the police is when something bad happens.
Sometimes cops get a little bit ego, right? Even
100%.
any job gets ego, right?
Yep.
And
Yeah, it's true.
you feel, okay.
happens in real estate too, trust me.
June 14th.
June 14th?
Yep.
Tell everybody about what's going on June 14th so
Okay,
everybody
so
knows.
June 14th, the Will County Deputies Union, here's the challenge coin.
Nice.
We're hosting a 3rd annual Swing for the Kids Golf Classic here at Tamarack Golf Club in Naperville.
All right, guys, welcome to episode 28 of XR Podcast. And I have two special guests. I got Deputy Reyes.
Hello. Paul Reyes.
Paul Reyes. And then Vinny DeSalvo.
I'm not a deputy.
You're deputy as well.
He's a deputy.
Thanks.
Today we actually took the podcast outside the office and we're doing it outside.
We're at a remote
on
location. On location
On
at
location.
the golf course.
Pretty cool. I'm thankful to have Carlos too. Shout out to my
Yes,
video
Carlos,
guy.
unbelievable.
Carlos.
Yes.
Thank you.
And then we're here, like this is the place where we're gonna have the charity event.
June 14th.
June 14th?
Yep.
Tell everybody about what's going on June 14th so
Okay,
everybody
so
knows.
June 14th, the Will County Deputies Union, here's the challenge coin.
Nice.
We're hosting a 3rd annual Swing for the Kids Golf Classic here at Tamarack Golf Club in Naperville. So all the proceeds will be going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Joey's Red Hots is catering the food. We're gonna have national anthem singer John Vincent, my cousin, and then MC speaker John Cirasani.
I'll mention
It's a great event, man.
I'll mention a little bit. We're gonna have XR Realty here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
XR
we're
Realty.
XR,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I left
thank you.
out
And I didn't
Mr.
live in mine, it's all right.
Lamoncello.
Thank you.
It's all
Yeah,
right.
XR will be here.
No, it's going to be great. I know we'll talk more about the event and
Okay.
everything in a little bit. There's a lot to talk about,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But right now, I want to kind of for the public that doesn't know you, who are you? Who's Deputy Reyes? I always like to give an intro and so people get to know. They know me. They see me all the time. But,
So I'm Paul Reyes.
yeah.
So I work at the Sheriff's Department. I'm on the union board, the Deputies Union.
Okay.
I've been doing that around 17 years in law enforcement. And then also I'm a firefighter, Tinley Park, be 20 years in December. Grew up in Chicago,
Nice.
by Midway Airport area.
Nice.
So I'm first generation born here. Me and my 2 sisters. So my mother's from Italy and my father is from Mexico City. So
That's why when we met in the beginning,
Yeah,
you're like, I'm Italian. I'm like, what? You're Italian?
So my dad came here at the age of 21, and then my mother came here at the age of 13.
That's awesome.
And they met at a wedding, and they got married. And
They always lived in Midway, around Midway?
so my father is from the north side. He
Okay.
lived. And then my mother was always the south side, around by Midway Airport,
Wow,
by Central.
okay.
And
You want to introduce yourself?
I can,
Deputy
sure.
DeSalvo?
Sure. Yeah. I'm a deputy with Will County Sheriff's Police. And
Besides being his better hat.
The other half.
the other half.
I'm vice president of the Will County Deputies Union. Here's the. Did we show this yet?
Hey, good job.
That's one of our new
Challenge
challenge coins.
I love
They came out unbelievable.
Yeah.
And we shout out to DVS, Distinct Visual Solutions.
Oh yeah.
Bernie, our guy out of Joliet, unbelievable. But yeah, so I work with Paul. We're detectives together at Will County Sheriff's Police, and we're on the board together on the union board. And we've known each other 15 years.
Oh, yeah.
We kind of gelled together because
yeah.
he's Italian. I'm Italian. He grew up in
generation.
Chicago. I'm
Yeah.
first generation. He's
Yeah.
first generation.
So we can relate it.
We related a lot. I mean, I'm north side. He's south. But at that point, we can't relate.
Right.
But it's okay.
I think your work ethics too.
Yes. We've been working.
We're dedicated.
Yeah,
Work
we've been,
ethics, dedication, the passion.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think
we've been detectives together for about 6 years.
Yeah.
Since
About
2018. So we worked together a lot on a lot
Wow.
of big cases, and
Wow.
he's helped me a lot on my cases. I helped him a
Yeah,
lot on
wow.
his
Vice
cases.
versa.
So,
That's pretty
so
cool.
yeah, it's a good bond that we have, and
Yeah.
it's grown. It's grown, stronger and stronger. And and we say to each other, I tell people all the time, and even you, I said,
Yeah.
you know, you might think you have, 20 good friends, but really you only have like 3 or 4,
True.
maybe
It's that.
5
I agree.
Like
tight
close.
friends that you could really trust,
I
and then
agree.
loyalty goes a long way.
I agree.
So even in a lot of areas, besides police, loyalty is not, it's
Yeah.
not hard, it's not easy to find.
I agree. I agree.
So,
So I was working, well, when I got back from college, I went into coaching.
Okay.
I helped out coaching football
Okay.
at St. Lawrence High School.
Sick.
But then also so during the day I would help out. I knew a guy that did concrete construction.
Okay.
So hard labor.
Yeah.
So I did that for like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
Tough job. Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really tough,
I know.
man. So I
I
would
know.
do that in the mornings, and then in the afternoons I would go and help coach football
Okay.
at the high school.
Okay.
And then got into sales.
You did sales too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I did sales. And that's tough. Sales is tough.
Yeah.
man.
100%.
No, really tough. 04, I applied for fire department.
You started fire department before.
I graduated college in 02. And then in 04, I started applying for the
Okay.
fire department. I got on Tinley and started doing that.
Okay.
And then, in 07, I tested for police,
Police. Okay.
the sheriff's department. Then I got hired in 2008 with Will
Wow.
County.
Wow.
So 17 years police, and then this December will be 20 years for fire department. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, what
we'll
is that,
talk
about
about it
30
more.
years?
Yeah.
30
Yeah.
years of public service.
Yeah. You've
So,
been out.
Dedicated my life to helping people. I mean,
Out in the community.
oh yeah.
But
helping
you've seen it
everybody.
all. You've seen from like hard work, right?
Yeah.
From being the concrete labor
Yeah,
guy.
that's hard. That's hard job, man.
Yeah.
And I give it to
This
give it to
is-
people. That's not easy.
It's not
man.
easy. It's not easy. And at the end of the day, they're working really hard, and they just want to be, at the end of the day.
I mean, that's an honest living.
Yeah, honest
doing
living.
that.
And they just want peace in the community, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have a good future for their kids.
Yes.
Go home. My dad worked in construction, so I could relate.
Okay.
And my dad just wanted me to, for his kids, have a good future. You know.
Oh yeah.
And so it's important. And now that you're more involved with the community,
Yeah.
not only,
yeah, I think a lot of the people that now they want to know where the money's going to,
Yeah.
Like, what's the police doing? What's the
I
fire
agree.
doing? They're like, what is the police do? Why are they doing this? There's a lot of issues going on, and there's a lot of things that need to be reformed, even in police, like the way we do things because of the way this time's changed. You got cameras everywhere. You can't act like.
But nowadays, I think the police, they have to be involved 100% in the
sure.
community. To be able to build that trust with the community.
not only like the authority, right? Like
Because a lot of these trouble areas, the only time they see the police is when
When
something bad happens.
Okay.
So why not go out there and do something good? The
Correct.
police,
How many times did our department go do something good?
No.
Very rare.
We do more with our
Our
union.
we do more.
Yeah, with the deputies union, we do more.
with the union, really?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah.
we'll go to events that, lower income areas, and they see us, and we want to show the people that we're not there to judge them. We're there to be available for them when they need us. And Paul's been in a bunch of events, and it's going to take time because some communities don't trust us.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of the way we're depicted on TV, unfortunately.
So with the union that it's a Will County union. So
Will County Deputies Union.
okay, so you go anywhere in Will County.
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
So you could be in Joliet all the way to
All the way up here to Naperville,
Border Indiana state line.
to
Border in the end. Okay.
down to Wilmington, all the way to Beecher,
Because
to
Will County,
Homer Glen.
yeah,
so-
Will County too is different. Every community is a little bit
yeah.
different as well.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes.
A lot of culture change.
And there's a lot of culture change.
It's diverse.
It's diverse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
diverse.
big time, right?
Big
like,
time.
it's only like it's interesting because anybody thinking about Will County usually because I'm from the north side
Yep.
and they're thinking like, oh, Will County, it's all like, you don't think it's not that I want to say diverse.
They think, they
it's
think
only white.
Yeah,
right?
they think it's
Nothing-
like farm. It's all farm.
Yeah, it's all
but it's not.
farm. But if you go around, there's a lot of culture. There's a lot of different cultures.
Oh yeah, we have everything.
Farmers all the way east and south.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
We work there.
Yep.
We work there. They're a different personality, character when you deal with them.
Yep.
Then you work Joliet area,
Yep. In the east side.
east side of Joliet. That's totally
Yeah.
different. Lower income area.
Yeah.
They have struggle a little bit. They have a little more, some problems that occur there. You got to handle it differently.
In a way, you guys, Paulie, you have to develop this emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
Like to talk a little bit different with different I'm not
Oh, yeah,
calling them
different,
clients,
yeah.
but different, right?
Oh yeah, and sometimes you can relate to them.
Areas, yeah,
You know, certain areas I can
Yeah.
relate.
100%. But it's your background. What's your background again? I'm sorry.
So my father's Mexican, and then
Okay.
my mother is Italian. So.
Okay. And where you guys grew up exactly?
So I grew up by Midway Airport.
Midway,
in
wow, nice.
Chicago there. So I
Fun.
have 2 older sisters.
Okay. Okay. And so your parents, you
Yeah.
grew up with that mix.
Oh yeah.
Mixed cultures.
Yes.
You know, from making lasagna to
making tacos.
to making
Right?
tacos,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah.
Carne asada,
Yeah, carne
outside,
asada.
right?
That's it.
Did they teach you any Italian or Spanish?
See, my mom would speak mostly Italian in the house.
Okay.
Okay.
And also Spanish.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
because the dialect's similar.
Yeah, Latin
Oh, yeah.
origin. Yeah.
Yeah. But also your community was really, you were telling me like, your uncles like lived across the street. It was like
Yeah,
really tight.
we had family right there in the neighborhood.
Yeah. How was the neighborhood? Was the neighborhood really mixed too?
It was mostly white,
Okay.
Irish.
Okay.
Mostly city workers. So you had a lot of
City workers, the
police,
Midway.
firemen, and City of Chicago workers. So
Yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
Makes sense.
What was your favorite pizza there? You told me. Danny's.
Danny's is
Danny's
good.
Pizza.
Palermo.
Vince's Pizza is good
Danny's
on 63rd.
Palermo pizza.
What about Palermo?
That's for the south.
Palermo. That's more actually on 63rd.
Right?
There is a Palermo's on 63rd.
That's the original.
Yeah,
With
that's
the
the
sweet
original
sauce.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got the
been
one
there.
in Mokina.
Palermo's
Frankfurt.
big. Yeah.
They were in
Yeah,
Frankfurt.
Palermo's good. Yeah.
Because
And
I know
then
Danny's. That was the place you used to go.
on
You used
Archer.
to go.
Yeah. Archer Avenue.
I mean, but you were in Midway. Yes, a lot of city workers, but a lot of the borders of Midway, there's not a lot of city workers.
No.
So there is a lot of probably
yeah.
some hard parts, right? Some
Oh yeah. there's
low
hard
income,
parts. Yep.
and so you were kind of like in the mix there too,
Yeah.
a little bit,
Yeah. And I went to high school at De La Salle, which is
You went public school or
No,
private?
Catholic.
You went
Catholic
Catholic. Okay. Okay.
De La Salle, what year?
96. I graduated.
96.
So.
Didn't Daly go there?
Yeah, Richard Daly.
Mayor Daly.
Nice.
Both Dalys. Yeah.
Old man and him?
Yeah.
You're a
Wow.
good Catholic boy.
Yeah. Good Catholic. boy.
Nice.
What about high school? Where did you go to high school?
Well, that was high school.
That was high school.
Oh, I'm
De La
sorry.
Salle, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Grammar school was St. Rene, so.
Okay.
So I went to Catholic school, grammar school, and then
Okay.
high school also. So.
And now of course you have a daughter,
Yes.
and she's in high school.
Yeah, she's a sophomore. She'll be a
Wow.
junior this fall. So.
Wow.
Couple
And
years
where are you residing right now? What's your
Shorewood.
Shorewood?
in
Okay,
Shorewood.
Shorewood is really nice.
Yeah, it's a nice small town.
So you end up
it's
going-
growing. It's growing.
Yeah. So after you got your Will County job, right?
Yes.
Then you moved to Shorewood.
No, I lived. I lived in Manhattan
Oh, okay.
for a few years.
Not New York.
No.
Okay.
It's
Manhattan,
close to
Illinois.
Lennox, actually.
Yeah.
It is.
Like
I
a couple
know.
miles south.
Yeah, we
Did you
did.
ever lived in Tinley because you were a fireman?
So I lived in Orland Park,
Orland. Okay.
which was like a couple blocks.
Man, it's crazy how you know this whole. You like know the whole area
Yeah.
from all the way from
I know.
Midway to Orland Park, Tinley,
Yeah.
Shorewood.
I tell you, Paulie.
It's crazy.
When we met, right,
Yeah.
15 years ago maybe, right? Because
Yeah,
I don't know.
16,
They asked
yeah.
me, about 16 years. Well, since you started right after I
Yeah.
met you, we're like, you don't meet too many guys that work with us that from Chicago.
I know from
Correct.
the
Mostly
area.
from Will County, that area, Joliet.
You're from the north side.
I'm from the north side. He's from the
North
south
side,
side. So we
Chicago,
started talking. His mom was Italian, so we started. That's kind of how we started,
Yeah.
hanging out.
Yeah.
But he's been to different areas of Will more than me. Like you said, he's
Yeah, I
been in
worked
Tinley.
everywhere.
He's been in
Yeah.
Tinley. He's gone from Manhattan, then he's got to Shorewood. That's like pretty much almost the whole. He covered the east to the west
Yeah.
and the south a little bit. So,
Wow.
so he's familiar with a lot of areas. More than people I think.
Oh, big time.
More. I mean, like I said, Chicago. I could probably name 10 people probably out of 180 guys that are from Chicago.
Yeah,
maybe
there's not that
right?
many.
100%.
Yeah, not that many.
Yeah. What are you guys doing? You were telling me you were in Joliet the other day. What are you guys doing in Joliet? With you're helping Latino community or something?
Yeah, there's a group called LADA, the Latino Economic Development Association.
Okay.
So our deputies union, the Will County Deputies Union, we're membership.
You're a member part of that group?
Yeah, part of that organization, and so that organization helps out like the Latino community in Joliet for like entrepreneurs, businesses
Oh, wow.
that are like establishing or trying to thrive
Yeah.
in the community. So they help
Yeah.
out, and we belong to that.
Yeah, this will be the second year.
Okay.
They have an event end of September, right?
Yes.
The big one.
Yep.
where we set up a tent, and and there's a lot of people from the community. Just like I said earlier, right?
Yeah.
To show that hey, these are police in your neighborhood
Yeah.
too, and
Oh yeah, we're here.
we're here to help you guys out and not to be scared, because a lot of people from that community, they're afraid to call the police.
Yeah.
The culture they're in,
That's kind of sad in a way.
They prefer
Yeah,
to
the culture
just
of the
handle it on their own, or
Yeah.
they don't even call anybody, and it's it's kind of unfortunate. So, and that's the things that we're trying to build with our union too.
Yeah,
So,
build a
and at the same time,
relationship.
we offer security services. We do some security for
Security?
a few. Yeah, we
At
do.
the event?
Yeah.
We do some union jobs that we
Wow.
offer.
Like we do the
this.
rodeo. We'll help out the rodeos in Joliet.
There's a couple rodeos
to
in
do
Joliet.
security.
Oh, wow.
As our union, our union members will be, they'll work the jobs. And stuff.
Yeah.
We did the Mount Carmel Fest.
We do,
I mean, how does it work? Like, if they have an event, they just call? Is it a freeze or a
Yeah, go ahead.
fee? Like,
They'll
how
call
does it
ahead
work?
of time.
They'll call us.
And they'll say.
I mean, they'll call you union or
They'll call one of our jobs coordinator
Yeah,
that we
union.
have.
but the union.
Yes, the union.
Nothing to do with
No,
Will County.
it's their
The
union.
union.
Our deputies union.
Okay.
And then, they'll let us know, what the event that they're having.
Okay.
Our coordinator will tell them 3 or 4 deputies, how much hourly,
Correct.
and this and that.
But that's nice. That's a huge, you could have that as an option and do that. That's pretty. I think that's pretty cool. That's nice, man.
No, it's good, and then that builds a trust with people, because then they see us at these events. What's the rodeo hold? Like 1,000 people?
Yeah, 1,000 people.
So they see from all over. They're from Chicago.
Yep.
Because rodeos are big out in Joliet. They bring
Yeah.
they bring bands from Mexico City.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like you got people come from Chicago, Cicero, all in this rodeo, and we're there to of course make sure there's no issues, problems.
Yeah.
But people see us.
I mean, if you think about it, it's a huge Latino community in Will County.
I think
more
there
than
is.
people
Yeah.
think. I feel
think
like.
there is.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You
You
know?
have parts of Joliet, Bolingbrook,
Yeah.
Romeoville.
And being that, not that I want to be say okay, you can go and represent the union as well as Paulie, but being raised, they feel sometimes more comfortable.
Sometimes they can relate.
They feel more comfortable.
I hate to say it, they can sometimes relate,
Yeah.
last name or even my dark complexion.
Unfortunately,
I know.
with
You know what I mean?
police,
with how things are
Especially
going.
being a
Right.
police.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's nice.
Yeah.
I think with police, even, and Paul will know, sometimes cops get a little bit ego, right? Even
100%.
any job gets ego,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And
Yeah, it's true.
You feel okay.
Happens
I
in real
have-
estate
I
too,
have-
trust me.
Right, right. So,
Big
I'll
time.
give you an example. If you have a Latino customer and they're more comfortable with one of your other agents,
100%.
you're gonna say, "Take this," right?
Yeah.
All
It's
the time.
But 100%. We have people that work at this profession, unfortunately, but maybe not. It's their fault, but they will be like, "Oh, I could talk to this other." Let's say if it's another race,
Yeah.
and let's say I'm a white guy trying to talk to a Hispanic person
Yeah.
or Asian, whatever. They might not relate to me,
Yeah.
But you have to be humble and drop, push away your,
Yeah.
put your ego away
Yeah,
and
the
say, hey, listen, it's probably
stereotypes
better
and
if
all that.
that person talks to them, that detective or that cop,
Yeah.
because they'd be able to handle them, or like a female cop maybe,
Correct.
a little bit
Yeah.
softer, more feminine, could talk to this other person.
Nothing wrong.
So that's a thing I think that we're trying to change. I think with the community too, with the
Yeah,
union.
more diverse.
Yeah.
Because the cultures that he's grown up in and I've grown up in, and I think really expand compared
Correct.
to the other people that have.
But I feel like when I'm talking with you, I mean, you do a lot, right? You're a fireman for 20
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
Will County
17
Sheriff,
years,
17 years. And you don't have that ego,
No.
because unfortunately it's the truth.
Yeah.
I came here, I grew up in Italy, in Europe, and cops a little bit different there, but here, the original when I came a lot,
Yeah.
I had a lot of this ego, we're not humble, kind of like it's important what you guys do and
Oh,
the
yeah.
title you have.
Thanks.
Super important. I love
Appreciate it.
I love all cops.
Thank you.
But some, now I kind of learn how to talk with them in a way,
Yeah.
right? But a lot of people sometimes don't know.
Yeah.
There could be a
But
little kid that
yeah.
doesn't, but you don't.
But
You're humble.
yeah, basically when I'm talking to the public, I'm like, if you saw me at a store, I'm not wearing a uniform, you wouldn't know I'm a cop.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we're all human beings.
We're people,
Yeah, we're people. We might have a uniform on.
Correct.
They might think we're like superhuman, Superman, but at the end of the day,
You are in a way.
We're
You
human.
do a lot of.
Dude, we have feelings. We have family.
Correct.
We have kids. So I mean,
You definitely learn how to talk to cops because I
did.
saw your last post a few weeks back.
Yes, I have.
And you got out of a speeding ticket.
That would not.
yeah,
that would
that's
never
right. I
happen
saw
years
that too.
ago.
That was
I'll
pretty
tell
good.
you that.
Maybe somebody gave you some
Yeah.
tips, right?
I got. It's good. It helps having good friends.
Pull,
good
put
friends as a cop.
cousin Vinny's card and cousin Paulie's card.
Yeah, I didn't even have to use your card.
No,
I was,
that's unbelievable.
But
Surprise, man.
but you guys, kind of prepped me how to talk.
I saw the
Good.
video. I'm like, did I get a missed call or not?
You're like, did I get a missed call? It was funny because I saw you guys the next day, and you guys, oh, you're okay? I'm like,
Yeah.
what happened? You're good?
I didn't even see it. He told me. He's like,
No, you
you
thought
see
it.
Greg, he got pulled over. I'm like, he didn't call me. So
Yeah, in the middle of the
maybe
highway.
It's okay.
In Cook County.
And then I looked at the whole video because sometimes my phone gets Greg the realtor 100 times a day. So I kind of like, okay, talking about I'll just skip this and then.
Skip,
So
yeah.
there was one
went
I
back.
missed and it was the cop one, and I saw the little police siren and it was funny.
That's
So yeah, you
funny.
definitely learned,
I learned.
But I think again, right? Because you're around guys like us that are in this profession.
I'm not gonna lie.
Because when you first came here, you probably didn't like the police.
I was scared.
You're scared. That's
So
why.
how was it in Italy?
I was scared.
The police as compared to
Different,
like,
a little bit
the
more.
US.
They're more involved with the community in a way.
Okay.
They know they could be a little like you're like, oh my God, this guy has a Mitra, how you call
Rifle?
it, rifle. Like you're like afraid.
Like
if
here,
see
you
him at
don't
the
see
airport.
cops walking around with rifles.
But they're having a cafe with you at the coffee shop. They're really relaxed.
So
They'll
more
talk with
sociable, you
you.
think,
If they pulled
or-
you over, they'll talk with you before. Like you know what I mean? It's not
Okay.
straight.
So
like,
you're right, because I could see, and not to interrupt,
You know-
but I could see a lot of some cops. They'll go in a coffee shop, they won't say hi to anybody.
yeah.
They go in and they're like
Yes.
just kind of like just
I
maybe they're
was-
afraid too to like talk and. But
think the
then
way
you break
the-
the barrier like that if you just kind of be human.
But I think also
I was
you're
kind
human.
I was kind of scared. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie. I
yeah.
got here, I was scared, and and then I countered some and big ego, and I'm like, what the heck's going
Fortunately.
on? But that happened also in real estate. There's a lot of guys with
Yeah.
big ego.
Yeah.
But again, I learned over the years how to talk with them, how to understand where they're going through, adapt with them. But why not you guys change? I'm not saying
end of
change. But be more like you're doing. Be more humble with the guy in the community, with the kid, maybe the kid that's afraid, right?
But I think
Ease them
like
out a little bit.
like Vinny and I mean, what you see is what you get. I mean, we're not
Yeah.
sugarcoating anything. I mean, we're take our job seriously,
Yeah.
and the community. That's what we have to try to like bring back.
I mean, there's a lot of
Together.
different ways to.
Like
you know, they wanna
if you're
stop-
doing like the security, sorry to interrupt you, the security
Yeah.
at Joliet,
Yeah.
is there anything that happens crazy, a fight
We
breaks
might
through?
get some individuals, but I
Okay.
mean, we're gonna talk reasonable with them.
Okay.
And find a solution.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
That's huge.
You don't have to go
Yeah.
there all
The
yelling
rodeo-
For, what's that gonna do?
Yeah.
It's just-
I mean, it's important they know you're the law.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get me
That
wrong.
too.
They need to know that,
Yeah.
of course. It's important.
Well,
for
yeah.
all
I mean,
laws.
like you said, if they're we're not gonna shy from doing
Yeah.
our job too.
Yeah, yeah.
But there's right. I mean,
There's ways how to
at
do
the
it.
rodeos that we do these security details. Yeah, there's times when there's fighting and
Yeah, there's a few
because
drinks
they have their
going
own.
on.
This is
Yeah.
the thing. The thing is, these places have their own security.
Security,
but
we're
they have us
there.
on top.
Wow.
Yeah, we're
Because it can get more criminal,
Yeah.
like right? Because they
Correct.
might kick people out on their own.
Correct.
But then they want us there right away, so
Yeah.
we could just.
Yeah.
They
got to make an arrest.
them,
We got to
right?
make an arrest.
Right,
Put
and that
handcuffs
has
on
happened
somebody.
lately,
It could
because people drink too much, and
Yeah.
but at the same time, I think the majority of people there want us there.
Correct.
Yeah,
100%.
There's only a few
At
that
least
probably
they
don't
see
want
us.
us, but but I tell you, the majority, all friendly, they say hi to us. As long as you're like, just again, I'm not saying we have to relate to them, but we have to just treat them like they're
Correct.
humans, And I think the way the police has been depicted in the last few years, in the last how
Yeah, I
many
know,
years,
it's hard.
it's been tough, So, there's always different ways to solve the problem, but I think it starts with community relations. I think
100%.
having people in the community where you actually have to go and deal with to actually say,
Oh, yeah.
I met these guys before. These guys are not bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
they're
saw them at
okay.
this event.
Yeah,
they were
they're not
handing out
bad.
candy for the kids.
I mean,
or stickers.
it seems corny, but it's better than not doing anything.
Correct. I
You know,
agree.
so and we're not saying we're doing it just. We're showing them like, hey, listen, we're here to show who we are too.
Correct.
So I think that's what's lacking in a lot of departments too.
But that's
And
what Vinny and I has been doing probably for the last couple of years. Like since
Yeah.
we've been on our on the union for the deputies, is that we're going out with the community more now.
Yeah.
We're getting involved. Our
Are you
union-
getting other officers involved too?
They help
like
us
other
out.
people
yeah.
from your
Our union members. We had
Union
one where
member,
we
okay.
did polar plunge in March.
Yeah, so Paul, talk about those. You've done way more.
Yeah, I did the
than
polar
me
plunge in March.
Man, you're doing a lot of stuff.
The one, the polar plunge, the
I
one
did-
where you
I
were
did
in the
one
water.
too.
I saw you did the one in
XR,
Chicago.
It was 70 degrees, the water.
They're making fun of me saying that it was a warm day, but I was still cold.
Yeah, it was cold. It was the first
But you
time
did-
doing
you
it.
did-
I
yours
did it
was
down
colder.
in Braywood, yeah.
Okay.
And
So yeah, he did
it was a good event,
that's a
man.
Special
It was
Olympics one.
first time doing it.
For Special Olympics?
Yeah.
Nice.
We raised money, and then also I have a softball tournament. Well, this
Nice.
Sunday in Tinley. With
Yeah,
we got a team for the union.
Our union is paying for half the team.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for Special
So you're getting
Olympics,
more. There's more deputies involved.
Yeah.
You know, getting.
Oh, yeah.
that's-
I tell you,
We're
I
trying.
mean,
Because besides having a
Yeah.
community outside, right?
And-
I
right.
think you have to have a community that starts inside.
Yep.
Right. Good
You're
leader.
correct.
Good community inside, and then you guys are all on the same page when you're out
absolutely.
in the world.
Absolutely. I think since Paul has been, even with,
Kind of like in a way, I don't want
Right.
to compare, but it's kind of like my office, right?
Yeah.
We're all on the same page.
100%, you gotta have to
You know?
be. Everybody
So-
has their role, you know?
Yeah.
You have your role, you have Frank who has his
Correct,
role.
of course.
Same thing in our board. Like, I've been on the board a long time.
Yeah, you've been
But I
along.
tell you, since Paul's got on the board, we've done this. So I'm not gonna try to take, I do a lot of stuff, but really, if it wasn't for Paul to push these ideas, be like, hey man, we gotta do stuff with the guys.
Yeah.
We don't do anything.
That's
We don't
awesome.
do nothing for the community. And then really, Paul's been on 4 years.
Yeah.
And we've done, this is gonna be a third golf outing.
Yeah.
So think about
Yeah.
it.
I know,
Who's
when-
really the
when-
who's really
yeah.
the role player here? Yeah, I push stuff and I got a louder voice because I'm a vice president. But at the end of the day, if it wasn't for him to really push we gotta do.
Well, you
do
too,
golf.
man. You gotta
I
take-
know.
I mean, when
But
we
I'm
talked
just saying,
about it 3 years
but I've been on
ago,
the board.
yeah.
But I've been on the board. I'm not
I
saying
know,
that I
but-
failed, but I've been on the board like 14, 15 years
Yeah.
practically off one time.
But when we started talking like 3 years ago, we're like, man,
Well,
we
we
gotta
gotta
do
do-
more.
well,
And that's the
so-
thing when we started with the golf. I mean,
Yeah,
we like to play golf, and we're like, let's try to do a golf outing.
right.
And then
yeah.
you grab the organization. You're like,
I mean, the
St.
golf
Jude.
outing is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Well, then Vinny's like
you know.
St. Jude's Children. I'm like, that's great. And then
Yeah, it's one
that's
of
it.
our-
We just started
Yeah.
doing it, and
And imagine so many, other stuff
success,
you guys
man.
could do too later on.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah.
mean,
100%.
Special
This is
getting more
just the
involved.
beginning.
And This is just the beginning.
Oh yeah.
We could do so much. This is just the beginning. We're kind of like putting this. We're leaving a mark with you because we're not going to be on the board much longer.
No.
We have other ideas.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But again, we're trying to put something down concrete where when we leave, then whoever takes over
Yeah, they
continues
can
it,
continue
and we
it,
already
yeah.
have. So I think we're trying to make it where
Someday
it's
they'll
easier
be
for
able
them.
to.
And this golf course right here is perfect little segue here. We're at the golf
This is
course.
a great location. We actually patrol this area.
Yeah.
You patrol too.
So this is
really?
unincorporated
ours.
Naperville. So if there's a call here,
That's part of Will.
part of
Will,
Will.
yeah.
So when I worked in patrol in like 2019 up in this area, I remember coming here for an alarm in the morning. I guess one of the employees
At the
set-
golf apartment?
Yeah, right here
Right
in this
here?
building. Somebody set off the burglar alarm, so I had to come here and make sure everything's okay.
You're like, this is ours?
Yeah, I'm like, man, this is
Because
good.
you never expect this to be
Yeah.
ours. Yeah.
And
But-
Vinny could even attest to this, that everyone here has been great to us.
Yeah,
You know,
Tamarack is really good. Yeah. But yeah, again, with the union stuff, again, like I said, we pushed the golf outing. We got it. We've been working hard. There's a third year. It's a little
Yeah.
bit smoother
yeah.
transition to set up.
Yeah.
XR has been phenomenal.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Carlos
you've been
Media has
great.
been
No
phenomenal.
They call you Greg the Limoncello.
We
Greg the
gotta get him to
Limoncello.
say XR, but limoncello. Where's your limoncello guy?
Yeah.
We gotta get him to say XR. So we're gonna try to
Well, here.
change it up.
Limoncello real
And then
quick, I gotta
also
change
here
it,
we
you know?
have
Yeah.
challenge coin.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
We just got those.
I got
Yeah.
I got a beautiful challenge coin here.
So,
I love it. Union strong.
Look at it. The transition's been smooth.
Yep.
Paul does a lot of stuff. He talks to so many companies to help
Yeah.
donate, and we're doing this again at Tamarack Golf Club this year again.
June 14th, it's a
Just
Friday.
14, 2 weeks.
Flag Day.
Flag
so.
Day. And I know you want to talk more about the event.
Yeah,
Who's
we
gonna
can
come
talk
and
about
stuff?
that. So then, like, my cousin John Vincent is his performance name. He's gonna be singing the national anthem. So he's been singing. He sang in Dicka's Restaurant, I think in the early 2000s.
Nice.
So he does a lot of Frank Sinatra, and he's gonna be doing the national anthem. You know, he sings for the Cubs national anthem.
He knows everybody.
That's pretty awesome.
He's done a lot.
You know, he's
at the
singing for
Pentagon.
Dick. Isn't he singing for Mike Ditka?
He just did, I think, for his
just did.
birthday.
Wow,
out
he was
in
at
Naples.
the Pentagon.
Yeah.
He's
Wow.
at the Pentagon too. Yeah.
Pentagon,
Wow.
Lambeau Stadium.
Huge.
Cowboys.
He's not a Bears fan.
No, he's a Cowboys fan. He was a Packers fan. But
he's friends with the coach, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's my
So
cousin.
your cousin's gonna
He's
be
like
here.
my third cousin.
So your cousin's gonna be here.
Yeah, he's gonna be here to sing.
He's gonna stay the whole day. You said?
Yes, he's gonna get here. He played football in Germany,
Wow.
American football. So he's a big guy. Played offensive lineman. So you'll see him, Greg.
You never met. I met him once.
We met him. Yeah, we went up to
Dicka's.
the-
Yeah, when it's
watched
still
him
open off
perform, yeah.
Chestnut.
Yeah.
Oh, the one on by Rush.
Yeah.
that
That's
was
when
nice.
he used
We
to sing
go
every
there,
Friday.
remember?
Yeah.
We used to go there, but
You told me he was.
was he
singing.
there that one time we went or no?
Maybe it was almost finishing up.
'Cause they were closing it.
He was closing.
You
Yeah.
and
Me,
Jimmy
Greg.
won.
You, me, Jimmy. Yeah. And
I love that.
he's
That
a good-
place was nice.
yeah.
That was
Your
the
cousin's a
best
good guy. He's got a lot of information. I know he was telling you about that.
He
wants
talks a
to-
lot about bullying.
Yeah, he's a big advocate for
Yeah.
anti-bullying
Yeah,
campaign.
anti-bullying.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
stuff. Mental
Anti-bullying?
Mental health
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Mental health.
because I think he's gone through stuff and
Yeah.
he's got a lot of experiences that he wants to. He was talking to Paul.
mental
about.
health too.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be another nice maybe fundraising. You know.
Or I could bring him on here. We could probably do a podcast with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
for
future.
sure.
Yeah, we could.
We'll
We
talk
should.
to him.
We should. For
And
sure.
then we have our MC speaker.
Yeah.
You want to talk about him?
Well, yeah. Well, you could talk about him.
John.
So we went to this event in Chicago a month ago or so.
Yeah.
Or-
Monte Group.
Okay, Monte Group.
Yeah,
XR
yeah.
was part of it.
XR was
It's like
part
a
of it.
networking for business organizations
And
and
Gino and
Gino Marty's.
Marty's
Yeah.
restaurant. That event was what American or Italian American businesses,
Yeah.
entrepreneurs.
Correct.
So you invited. I remember you and Frank invited us along. Said, hey,
Yeah.
come along. See how this, meet a lot of people here.
Yeah, I mean, I know you
Yes.
guys are Will County, but again, our connection between Cook and Will is really
We're on the border.
It's
Yeah.
right there,
Right.
right? So some people sometimes even have two homes and they go back and
Right.
forth, and so I
right,
think
yeah.
it was good for you guys to come out,
Absolutely.
especially in that case the Italian community,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
The Italian American community. And then we had it was John. John was there.
Yeah, we
He's
met-
a big
he was a guest speaker.
influencer. He's a big social media influencer.
Oh yeah, John.
He had his own business and that he sold, and he's an entrepreneur, pretty much.
We gave him a challenge coin.
You gave him a challenge coin,
and then also a patch.
Yep.
and he's going to come. I think he's going to bring a lot of eyeballs because
yeah.
you guys invited him
We
for a golf
invited him
event.
here. He's gonna attend. He's
And
gonna be here in the morning.
He's going to be one of the speakers,
Yep.
and it's going to bring a lot of eyeballs.
Oh yeah.
Because now in these days, social media works for the.
He's super
for
pro.
the event.
John Sarasani.
Yeah.
He's super pro
Pro
police.
police.
Yeah, pro police.
He's a stand-up guy. We met him in person. I know
Correct.
people want to judge him on social media.
I mean, he
and
has-
everybody gets judged, and it is what it is.
I get judged too in social
Absolutely,
media. Trust me. So
absolutely,
it's-
absolutely.
it happens.
But when you meet somebody in person, you really learn
Yeah.
who they are, and
Oh, yeah.
even for the small short time, we
Correct.
could see he's a sincere guy with what we do, and we told him we had this golf outing, and he immediately
He
texted
reached out.
Paul,
Yeah, he reached out to me.
and he's
Yeah.
go ahead.
And he said what he wants. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna attend. I'm gonna come here.
Wow.
It's a charity event for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and yeah, that's why he's like, I'm gonna come in the morning and I'm gonna hang out with you guys all day.
We said, hey, you want to come later, because it's a long day. He's like, what do you say?
He's like, no, I'm gonna be here between 8 and 9 in the morning.
Wow.
So
How much you guys raised last year?
Almost 13.
13,
Last year was a
yeah.
little less than
13K.
the first year. The first year was about 14.
Okay.
Last year 13.
I mean, it's pretty good for one day.
yeah,
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
it is, and with that said, like golf outings don't make the most. Like if you're trying to raise,
Correct.
But we want to get people involved more and have a good time. I mean, if we wanted just to raise money, we could just sit here and everybody just donate, right?
Yeah,
But we
yeah.
wanted to make it an enjoyable time with
yeah.
meeting different people and
Correct.
getting even our deputies involved, because we do have, I think, half the guys that are playing are probably the police.
Police, yeah.
So we're gonna have about 126, 130 golfers this year. So probably half are police and fire.
Yeah.
So that's a nice little get together, and at the same time we're raising money for a good charity.
Yeah.
Great
I mean,
charity.
it's good something for like this stress. You guys don't do a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Besides work. And it's nice to hanging out, just golfing.
Yes.
In the meantime, you're doing it for a good event, good cause, and you're having a good time.
Even for our department, we don't do any golf outings.
Yeah, you see?
This is
it's
this
cool.
is what we're doing. Yeah.
Like I saw it, I've been here. This is going to be my third year.
Yeah.
I participate. Then I see it. Everybody's having a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoying the time. There's a lot of jokes going on.
Yeah, we'll have the longest putt. What is it? The longest drive, closest to the pin.
Then everybody's pretty generous.
Yeah.
They're spending money
Oh, yeah.
left and right.
Yeah.
Buying stuff for it's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
the raffles.
It's cool to
We
see
have the raffles. The
I got
silent
it.
auction.
I
I
got
remember
out-
last year I went to sell some raffle tickets, and they're giving me 20s left and right.
You were,
know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, again,
I'm in
right?
sales, so I'm like, at least I'll
Yeah.
have, you know.
At the end of the day, right? I mean, we're
we're
it's for
raising money,
the
man.
cause is, and I don't want to sound like I'm trying to sell, but the cause is the cause. You know, we're trying to give
Yeah.
money back to this organization that saves kids from dying. You know,
Of course.
Like St.
And-
Jude's motto is what? Finding cures, saving children.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean,
right? It's a great
that's
cause.
the-
It
that's
is.
the main thing.
And I think that, you know, I think people, even though we're a little pushy, you know, I'll be talking.
Yeah, you're
and
pretty
say, hey,
pushy.
listen, come on, 10 more tickets, or, you know, we have a silent auctions coming. We have a lot of silent auctions, actually.
Yeah.
We could talk about that in depth in a little bit, but again, at the end of the day, right? Without honestly, without the sponsors, I want to make this clear. Without XR, Joey's Hot Dogs,
Catering the food, Joey.
Anthony Nardo,
man,
unbelievable.
thank you.
Wow.
You know, Unidos Marketing,
Marketing.
Caesar,
Nice.
Cardenas, unbelievable, helping us out with
DVS.
setting up. DVS,
Wow.
Bernie, who
Nice.
makes all our banners and T signs and
Wow.
challenge coins. Without
Wow.
like
Yeah.
that core group of sponsors, we couldn't do the outing
No.
at all. Because you guys, you know, give us an opportunity to actually, you know,
No, we love
put
it.
this together, you know,
Yeah.
in a way that we weren't able to without you guys.
No, we're honored to be here. This year we're probably gonna be like 4 or 5 of us
Great.
from
Oh,
the
nice.
office.
Really?
Frank's coming.
Frank's coming.
Can't wait,
We're
Frank.
at Frank, 3 other guys. We're gonna have a good time.
Awesome.
We're gonna take care of you guys.
Well, do we
Make
get?
sure-
Are you gonna pick the hole already?
I picked a hole already.
The hole's gonna be right
I already
behind
picked.
the
It's right there.
The 10th hole.
The camera is right there. You know.
Okay, nice.
Right? We're shutting down the golf course. You know that they're shutting it down for us.
Yeah.
They better.
We're gonna have it all.
we
We'll
don't want
break-
we don't want no problems at the
Yeah.
10th
Hey,
hole.
listen. We're gonna have full staff. Well, I'm even bringing my video guy.
Okay.
Everybody's coming. So we're gonna be here. Take care of you guys.
Oh,
Awesome.
thank you, Greg. And
We'll
XR.
We'll have
thank you.
some, we'll have some water, we'll have some beverage, and then limoncello
Okay.
is tradition. So
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have
Absolutely.
to bring it, and yeah, it'll be a good
All
time.
right.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, and there's other companies that are coming that
Yeah.
have contributed in the last golf outing.
Habanos will be here.
Habano
Cigars.
Cigar is going to be here.
Oh, the cigar
So-
place, yeah.
Yeah,
That'll
they're going to be
good.
around. So yeah, we got some small businesses. They're going to
Yeah.
come. A bunch of different companies are coming to pretty much
Okay.
give drinks out in the beginning, because I know
Nice.
guys come here like, oh, I need a drink already, you know,
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Marys
Or-
and vodka
got-
lemonades.
I gotta say, I'm from Italy. I grew up in Italy, so
Yeah.
we play sports, right? But I
when you
never.
start drinking, when you play sports.
No, I never knew that at golf. I'm like, I don't, I have a vino at
Not
night
professionally.
with dinner. So I'm like,
When you're having fun, yeah.
I'm
not-
golfing with you guys, or came into this event. I'm like, what is going on? Everybody's having a shot. It's 8 a.m. I'm like, what's happening?
That's funny.
But I think I got used to it. I got used to the tradition
Americanized.
pretty
You did?
quick.
You did, huh?
So I enjoy it.
About 12:30 in the afternoon, you're like, okay, yeah, everybody's definitely feeling it.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, that's just
it's a good time.
it's the little trick, to buy more raffle tickets and to
Yeah,
get more
it's-
money.
No, but then there's food. Tamarack here is great.
Oh, we
Yeah.
got the food truck
They,
for the turnaround. Hot
Then
dogs.
we had food.
Joey's.
We had food
Joey's,
inside
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Joey's hot dogs, caters, all the food,
Everything.
outside and inside.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Was
know,
it Joy too last year?
Joey's was there last year.
Oh
yeah.
wow, it was good food.
Yeah, it was good. It was
It
good.
was good food. I enjoyed
It
it.
was good. And on the turn, he's giving us a hot dog and a Polish. I never heard of any golf
I
course
know.
giving a Polish
Wow,
sausage.
Polish.
Yeah,
And,
he's taking care of us, man. This
He
year.
does, yeah.
So, anyways, guys, I gotta say, it's funny. I watch the
Yeah.
news, right? And there's all these stuff that happen, and then all of a sudden I call him up about something, and he's like, yeah, I worked in that case. I worked in that case with you or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's crazy. There's a lot of stuff going on where you guys, and you resolve them, like you get them done, there's bad in the world everywhere, but I've seen a lot of stuff in Will County end up in
Yeah.
the news, but you guys have like dedication on it, right, to get it done.
We're handling all sorts of different cases, and
Wow.
the manpower that we put in, the man hours,
Wow.
the dedication on
Wow.
solving these crimes.
Like you take it
It's
personal.
it's a
Yeah.
priority.
Yeah.
Vinny could attest to that too. It's
Yeah, we put a lot of man hours, and we don't want to.
Yeah.
We want to disappoint the people, the victims. We don't want to disappoint them. To get justice for them, right? That's the
Yeah.
that's the
huge
main
word.
the main thing.
It
is
doesn't
to-
happen everywhere, right? Like there's a lot of things happen and it never gets resolved, right? Nobody finds the bad guy, and everybody just puts it under the rug. Oh, sorry, right? And I don't know. I'm just saying,
It's tough.
I mean, there's good cops everywhere, but I feel like with you guys, I see that passion, right? Like where you really want to.
Well, that's the job we
You take
took.
it personal.
That's the oath we took.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
And I take it. I could attest to that. I take it at heart. It's the job that I'm doing, and I'm putting 100% or more into the job I do. The police and the fire. So
both.
I do both. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean,
you work a lot of hours.
It's a lot of work. I first started off.
You put in a lot of hours
in the fire department, and it's a lot of work because also with the fire department. I mean, you're going to the calls, and it's not the individual's great day.
You used to do some investigation in the fire department too, right? What's it called?
Arson investigator. Wow. I've done that too. Or we're investigating a fire that just happened, and this homeowner just lost his home.
Wow.
And that's a lot.
Wow.
And our job is to go in there and see why the fire happened, started, where the point of origin is,
and that could help a lot him with his insurance company.
Yeah, that too.
With, what I mean? That's huge. Yeah. Because insurance
100%.
companies, sorry to say it out there, but they're trying to get away with not paying you.
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's their goal. So somebody like you really go and investigate and figure out what really happened.
Oh yeah. Like, did it start because this guy was charging his, let's say a battery in his garage, and it was a faulty battery which started the fire. Which.
Yeah, it's huge.
Oh yeah.
I give you guys a lot of credit. You guys do a lot. But I do see, not that I want to talk nothing bad or negative, but I do see a lot of I meet a lot of police officers, and there's a lot of negativity. Even firemen.
Yeah.
And cook. There's a lot of like the world is ending, right? Like everybody's bad. That's why when I like having, like, we're here at the golf place, we're gonna have this beautiful event soon. I like it because you see the real.
Oh, the real us. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys joke around. Hey, it's like.
Yeah.
It's
you gotta
nice.
have. I mean,
nice,
Greg. You gotta enjoy life, man. Right?
Yeah.
People don't understand that. We're human, like we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But we see bad all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
We see some good, but the stuff.
Majority is bad.
The majority is bad. So the good things that we're trying to do as a union, and even in our personal lives, are things like this. We put our own personal time into this too.
Yeah.
So majority is all personal time, and we want to do positive things because it helps us too. Helps us feel better about things that we could do.
Psychologically
psychologically, mental health awareness, and just even
mental health's big now.
Even doing this podcast, talking about it, is giving us a voice, and hoping that somebody hears us that could. Oh, I could relate to that.
Correct.
You say, like, if you could reach one person, you kind of did the job.
That's big.
That's what we hope. So, but we can't solve everything, like you said. It's tough. Those are tough cases. Some cases are tough, unfortunately.
Correct, but putting having that impact, that positivity, and trying not be so like, oh my God, the world is gloom and doom. Right?
I found out there's more people that are for the police.
Oh, 100%. I agree.
As opposed to against the police, and I believe there's more good than evil out there. So
I believe that too. I hate sometimes the press put a lot of this evil and put us against each other, right?
Exactly.
Everyone, But I do feel like there's more than good.
Oh yeah, there's more good people out there. People doing good things.
Good things, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the bad gets more press and more, right?
You're correct.
And more clicks. That's what it comes down to. That's pretty much it.
Well, they say, what do they say? If it bleeds, it leads.
Yeah, you're right.
But we're going to get more clicks for our golf out.
Well, we're going to get more clicks.
Oh, yeah, sure. June 14th.
Yep.
June 14th.
Tamarack Golf Club has been unbelievable.
Yeah.
They pretty much let us do what we want.
I mean, look at the view. Look at that.
The view is unbelievable.
See that?
Which for anybody that's doing a golf outing, I don't care if you think, oh, that other golf place is great. I'm telling you, Tamarack, whoever's having another, come to Tamarack. Yeah. They got great guys. Yeah. They tell us, what do you want to do? I go, I want to do this.
They'll cater to any of your needs.
We've been to other golf courses before we started this, and they're super strict. Yeah. You can't have this. You can't have that. Yeah. Sorry, you can't do this.
Yeah.
Greg the realtor, no, he can't do that. We're like, you know, why are you tying our hands?
Yeah.
Because, you know, we're not doing
I had to
anything
buy
bad.
the first year I had to buy the limoncello.
Yeah.
Now
We
he's
want to talk about what you
now
know.
he's making them.
Oh, you're making it fresh,
Not
right?
making it, I'm
Fresh.
making it from the basement.
That's
you
it.
know?
But yeah, so this is it's an unbelievable opportunity to do this again here, and we're going to hopefully continue. So we want to keep it here if we can. It's coming down to
You guys both golf too.
Oh yeah,
right?
we're golfers.
we golf a little bit.
Vinny and I.
We
yeah.
try.
You
Golf
golf.
is not easy.
No, it's not.
Okay,
I
that's
tried.
why. That's
I
why.
tried,
That's
I
why
tried.
you ask us, man. I never heard about drinking. Like, oh, well, you know why you drink? Because you can't play. Nobody plays golf well. So you just drink and you smoke cigars. You talk about stuff that doesn't go on in your work, and you
Yeah,
vent.
socialize.
It's like a mental health release. You know,
Networking,
stress,
right?
Release, stress
Do
release.
you do anything else besides golf, Paulie?
I work out, go to the gym. I have
Go to
a
the
garden. I like a garden.
You like the garden?
Yeah, I like the
Man.
You got how many zucchinis are you gonna get me this year?
What do you do?
I'm gonna get
Tomatoes,
a lot.
zucchini?
So I got tomatoes, jalapeno, red hot chili pepper.
That's funny how you mix up the culture. Think again,
Yeah.
going back to
Oh,
the
yeah,
culture.
you're
Sorry,
right.
you got
Watermelon?
the Italian zucchini, and then jalapeno from your dad's side.
Eggplant,
Give me
zucchini,
some good eggplant.
cucumbers, watermelon.
Watermelon.
I planted.
You're the perfect mix, buddy.
Yeah, thank
My
you,
kids are
thank you.
too. They're like you,
Okay.
actually, technically.
Me
Because
too.
I'm Italian
Well,
and my
actually,
wife is
all three of
Latina.
us, maybe.
All three.
All three of
Maybe.
us, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
right. Isn't
Yeah,
that
that's
crazy? Wow.
It is sharp, yeah.
Wow. Italian, Hispanic
Yeah.
influence in our
Yeah.
lives.
But that's how it goes.
Oh
you know,
yeah,
it's a
melting
new-
pot.
Yeah, nothing wrong. Nothing
No,
wrong.
absolutely.
All
It's,
good
it's
people.
unbelievable that
Yeah.
you could learn different cultures, you know?
And it's a blessing of America at the end of the day.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Absolutely.
something that's not, it's really not,
Absolutely.
it doesn't happen a lot anywhere in the world.
Yep.
This is really one of the best places, I think the best
Oh, yeah.
place
I
in
mean,
the
we
world.
talked about it when we first met
You
over
know?
20 years ago. We talked about it, right?
Yeah.
If you're in another country, we could not do what we could do here.
No.
And
No.
that's it's
Yeah.
we could do stuff, but we wouldn't be sitting at a golf course right now talking about
Absolutely.
what we're gonna do in our lives in
100%.
Italy. I mean,
Yeah.
no disrespect to Italy.
No. I
But just
love
saying,
Italy, yeah.
the opportunity here is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're trying to make sure that other people have
yeah.
opportunities too with what we do. So to see what we do, because we'll talk a little bit about what we do.
Yeah, and you're
people
correct.
don't want to do what we do.
Correct. 100%.
Right now, we're going through a big hiring issue, I believe, even though
Wow.
people don't want to say. Trust me,
Yeah,
nobody wants to be the police,
Yeah.
and we have to fix that because what's going to happen in 10 years?
Yeah.
We're going to have people that really don't want to be the police be the
Yeah.
police. That's not going to be good. So we have to show the new generation that you can still do our job.
And I hope the new, whoever, is a leader right now or later, future leaders, they have to set example, right? They have to set example, attract new people, new blood, show how the department runs.
Oh yeah, I think it starts from the top.
Yeah,
It starts from the top.
Yeah,
right?
I think
leadership.
I think it's really important, right?
If you don't have good leadership, and then just all trickles down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely. If the leader can't,
The leader's got to be, he's got to bring the
need-
department.
Yeah, and
you
we
know.
need that. It's from the president all the way from
Yep.
little communities, right?
Yeah.
From a real estate company to a police department to a fire department.
Yeah.
It's really important.
any boss of a company, you don't do you don't put in the work. Who's going to put in the work for you?
Correct.
You got to
Oh, yeah.
show
And
what
then
you
it's
do.
going to show. It's going to all trickle down.
Absolutely. And I think another thing, right, with the union, right? Like,
Yeah.
it comes from the top. Like the main guys on top of the union, they
Yeah.
show the passion to it, trickles down to the rest of the
Yeah.
board,
Yeah,
and
100%.
I think that we're trying to show that as
Oh,
a
yeah.
union that, we're doing this. You guys, this is how we're
This is
what
how we're doing
putting,
it,
We're putting, I mean, I want to sound like we're putting our union on the map. We're going to
Yeah.
try.
And it's
You
like,
know, we're trying, we're trying. And
Yeah.
so, we're a small, we seem like a small department. We have 180 guys and, we have almost 1 million residents in Will County. We're not as big as Cook, but we're trying and doing these little events that help the community and charities and the guys that we work with is something that we're passionate about.
Oh, yeah.
So, but like you said, it starts from the top.
Yeah, I agree.
Lead by example, and but again, we're having a hard time getting guys to do this job. And I think since I've been and you've been in the department, I've seen more guys not make it through as a police.
Oh, yeah.
They'll start and then they won't make it.
Wow.
Because we're not, unfortunately, we're not getting guys that probably want
Or
to be
they
the
figure,
police.
they don't want to.
just
They don't want to
fail.
do the job.
They don't want to do the job.
Wow.
They go to these calls and it's like
And
very
they
stressful
see-
job.
Yeah. It's not for everyone.
It's a
this
little bit.
job.
I think it's a little bit of everything. It could be the pay, it could be the training, it could be a generational thing.
Yeah.
I think having. I mean, you want to talk? Let's talk politics just a little bit, but the political arena
Environment.
back the
Yeah.
police is very important. And I think,
Yeah.
in
That's
the last few years, it was kind of like
Yeah, because you're going to a profession
the
where
morale is.
you're not.
Yep.
People are not like media's thrown out there. That
I
the
know.
police and this
Yeah.
and that.
They only show the bad things.
Yeah, they only show the
But
bad
then they
things.
don't show.
They don't show us doing that.
People
Like
socialize and
Yeah.
you got that families. You're
oh
good
yeah.
people. You're
Or
taking care of the community.
one of our patrol guy changing a flat tire to a lady
Yeah, come
on.
on. That's
show
awesome.
that. Like
I love it. Yeah.
we have great guys and women on our department
Yeah,
that do
absolutely.
great
Women and
things,
guys,
man. And
We have a lot of
you know,
guys
you
that
gotta
do a good
you gotta
job.
show the good too, man.
Yeah.
You know. But I think
like that.
I think so. I can see our department. It's gonna get better with the next couple of years. I believe so.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I've been fortunate to meet a lot of you guys and a lot of people from your department, and a lot of good people.
Oh yeah.
A lot of good cops, a lot of just good people, good heart, kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that tells me all.
Yeah, it's
You know?
it's like it's tough. Like you got guys that you could talk one-on-one with them, and they're good guys, but then they have the shield. A lot of
Yeah.
cops put that protective
Yeah.
shield where they don't want to break. I'm a tough guy. Listen, that's fine. We have to be tough mentally
Yeah.
and physically.
Of course, 100%.
But you have to be able to know when to put it up once
Correct.
in a while. But unfortunately, when they go through a lot of stressors in the job, with seeing a lot of things that nobody sees.
Yeah.
But I think that's the culture we got to get away from.
It is,
Man.
it
I
is,
mean, that's
right.
policing in the 80s and the 90s, even the early 2000s. But it's got to change, man. I mean, that whole barrier.
Did you ever had a problem when you were a kid, with some officer or anything? Do
In
you
the
remember?
city, I remember Chicago cops,
What
Okay.
But we were, we had throwing eggs. And,
Okay.
And I remember them,
They're
stopping
chasing
us in the alley, searching us.
Okay.
and-
What did you do?
I mean, I was always polite to the
Yeah,
police
right.
because, I had my father.
What did they tell you?
Get back, don't be doing stuff,
Right.
And
Okay.
I listened, and I was more afraid of going home with my parents, my father,
Get
my
whipped from your
parents,
dad?
yeah, because they
Yep.
were strict. And,
Traditional, yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
That's exactly
from
right.
they're from the old country,
Yeah.
and it's like you got to respect your authority and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I respected the police.
But I'm excited. I feel like there's going to be the future. I know I'm giving a quote of another podcast. The future looks bright.
Oh yeah, it looks bright.
You know.
And
Like,
you know what they say, that
future
you only
looks
have
bright.
a certain opportunity. It's only given a certain point in your life, an opportunity, and you don't
No,
want down the path, down the road. You don't want to be like, man, I should have done this.
You're correct. Exactly.
You don't want to have regrets.
No, you never
know,
want to have
and,
regrets. You got to go for it.
Oh.
No, I don't think he's trying to say nothing.
not trying to
He's
say something,
he wants to grab any opportunity he has. That's
Yeah,
it.
you have to.
Oh,
Why
You
not?
know,
I
that's
mean,
what it comes down to. Opportunity to me, it's like I always say, people,
like you with your
Yeah,
opportunity with the real estate, right? There
Correct.
was only that little window, right?
Correct. People
And
will
then-
say, I have people telling me like, oh, you got lucky. I'm like, no.
it ain't luck.
I'm like, no, it's okay. It's part of the equation. But I went to chase my life. I had an opportunity,
Okay.
and I grabbed it.
Oh yeah.
I didn't
You
let
have
it
to
go.
grab. Yep.
Some people have opportunities and they let it go. And then
Yeah.
it's like they look back, it's like, oh, I should have done this, should have done that, but you had to grab it. It was right there.
Yep. If
You
you
know,
see it right in
so-
front of you, you got to grab it, man.
So, and then if you go for it and you're intentional and you believe in it, even the Bible has a verse, ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
I
And you have to give it all. Give
You
it
gotta
100%,
give it all,
man.
100%.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, the future looks bright.
The future does look bright.
We're just getting started,
Yeah.
Oh, it's still, yeah.
and
And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun run.
it's
so.
gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I'm telling you
Yeah.
right now. So.
I'm excited.
You might see Paul, a little more, on social media than we've
Yeah,
ever seen
I need him
before.
to pop
Just a
like,
little hint. Yeah. You're gonna see me a little more, and
when I'm nobody on social, but you got to compete me. You got to blow me off the charts.
We're gonna try to get John 2,000% raise.
Yeah, we gotta
to get
Put us on the map. A little shout out.
So a
to
year
him.
from now, it'll be. Yeah.
Less than
You'll
a year.
know. You'll know.
We'll see how it goes.
Less than a year.
See how it goes.
Oh yeah, less than a year.
Episode 28. It's almost over. I had a great time with these guys, and I want to let them say one more thing. They want to give a shout out to all the sponsors. We're going to be here. We're going to actually have a video too of the whole event. So stay tuned. But right now, Paulie.
I want to say thank you to Greg, XR Realty, Carlos for hosting this podcast.
You're welcome.
This is a great event.
Yeah, you want. You want to thank all.
Yeah, I want to thank
whoever
all
you
the
guys wanna thank?
sponsors for the golf outing. You know, Vinny and I, we couldn't have done this without all your help. This is the third year doing all this for St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and I want to thank Joey's for catering, Unidos, marketing, DBS, XR Realty,
Hansi Osmond.
Hansi
Osmond. They're two law firms that have helped out.
RJ
Robert,
Austin.
Okay, we have Austin Cattle Company.
Nice.
He's donating a half a cow.
He's our coworker,
Which is unbelievable what he's doing
cool.
for us. I know people are interested of hoarding a bunch of meats for the year. We got to have that at the outing for auction.
I might bet on that.
Yeah, might bid
Good.
on it.
Good meat.
But yeah, those are our biggest sponsors that
Nice.
are really truly help us, put this together, contributing on websites and different designs on our coins that we got made.
Darcy
I love
Motors,
that.
Terpelli.
Yeah, we have a lot of other sponsors.
Yeah.
I'm probably missing a bunch of the sponsors, but I know we're gonna post stuff online, and Paul is gonna post like every.
We'll give a
sponsor.
shout out to all the
Yeah,
sponsors out
Yeah,
there.
'cause everybody's
We'll
truly.
do a nice one.
We're gonna do a nice video too that
Yeah.
day, and probably interact with everybody.
yeah.
So it'll be fun. I can't wait.
Yeah,
It'll be a good
it's gonna
event,
be a great
man.
time.
It'll be a good time.
And it's for the kids.
Always
We
for
do
the
it for
kids.
the kids.
Yes, yes. We have kids.
At the end
and
of the day.
you know how important it is.
Oh, yeah.
So we're blessed or healthy,
Yep.
but some people are
100%.
unfortunate, and that's what we do it for. So God
Yep.
bless.
God
Absolutely.
bless.
All right, guys. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao. Thank you.
Good.